What up? What up, y'all? We a little later than normal, but we live. We live, y'all. Trying to keep our word, rolling with it. Uh, you know, I asked for her to start doing this a long time ago, you know, and we did it, hit and miss, and now she like, man, let's do it. So even when I'm in here cleaning, she coming in like, what's up? You want to go live? So y'all, it's got a lot to do with her right now. You know what I mean? Yo, Tony Nichols, what's happening? So why invest in Royal Kennels? And
What up, Hawk?
What up, Hawk? What I'm gonna try to do is I'm trying to kind of build something off of them. So what's up, Miss Sharon? So that the lives are going in a direction. You know what I mean? And today, Michelle, what's up? Today, why invest? So I was like, man, what can I talk about? What can we discuss? What's something that I can begin, something to build off of? And I guess, first of all, if you guys are coming, you want to understand why you coming here. What type of value do I feel that I have to have you coming here wanting to listen to what I'm saying? And, you know, I hope that the people that are listening, you know, have open minds, have business minds, so like you can grab what I'm sharing at the moment live, and then you take it and you figure out how can you apply same steps in your life, right?
Right.
So that's what we're here for. I'm not saying it's a roadmap directly for you, but that's how it's been for us. And I'm hoping that we're gonna start here on where we at, and then we can build off, like I said, and then go in a direction to where we can really make this live thing fun and like knowledgeable. Knowledge is most definitely power. So one of the main reasons why it's safe to invest in Royal Kennels, and why you can, why you should even think about it, why should it cross your mind, is because one thing about us, when business is done, at the end, it doesn't lose value. Whether it's other service that we have, LOE Bullies, what's up, brother? What's happening? You know, it doesn't lose value. Whether any service, to a breeding, to a stud, to a puppy.
What up, P?
Once it leaves the yard, kind of like, you know how them cars are, bro. You buy a new car or a used car.
What up, Tom?
When it leaves off that lot, it loses value. And a lot of upcoming programs and dogs that you see all over social media, when you look, you see some great stuff, and you know, there is some stuff that you see and you like, man, I know they're upset with this purchase, or I know they're upset with this situation, you know. And don't get me wrong, like when you're dealing with people, in order to not lose that value is establishing something solid enough to where when you dealing with people, the ultimate goal is for both parties to win. And as the business owner, like I always say, sometimes I have to lose in order for you to either win or be in good standings to possibly win.
Right.
You know, and I say the same thing kind of over and over. My wife, she always asks me, like, what's the thing? And you never want to jeopardize a big business or $1 million operation for a couple $1,000s.
Right.
You know what I mean? So that's one thing, that when you know someone is gonna take the loss before you do, that adds a certain type of value. It adds a certain type of respect. You know, it's a real solid, you know, foundation to stand on. And like whenever it comes from puppies, like one thing that we do as a team is we make sure that the dog goes to the right owner. You know, not all dogs are like absolutely amazing.
What you
Hey,
doing, boy?
Corey, you see your dog back there cutting up.
P, he know y'all on the live, so he's stunned
Chill
back
out.
there. P.
Yeah, so, you know where I was at, baby?
Stack said, got me up.
Yeah, I was just
Stacks got me off track. Do you know
no,
where you was
yeah.
at?
So I was saying that we never want to
Oh, yeah, jeopardize. Yes, I knew where he was at. I knew.
Yeah, but Stacks kind of took both of us off our guard. I'm about to do their breeding.
That's why he cutting up, y'all.
Yep, Stacks and Tina from Royal Kennels. So yeah, like when you get the puppy, it's so important to know which dog is going where, because you got to think about it. You know, you got people from all over the world, and when you properly vet buyers or
Yes.
people wanting to invest, you get an understanding of what they're looking for, and you know what can go where to make this person happy. Not everybody wants to be the next big thing. A lot of people want good quality dogs.
Right.
And you know, when you producing a good quality, pup's gonna be right.
Going to
Yeah,
the right
pup's
people.
going to the right people.
That's right.
Oh yeah, he's saying that's where we left off.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it's super important because
Well, let me, y'all give
As-
us 1 second. Let me
as-
cut this off right here.
as breeders, yeah,
All right.
you know, as breeders, I'm building and I'm working for the same thing that you're working on. Whether I'm a few steps ahead or a few steps behind, I'm still on the same path. So I'm doing breedings, I'm creating, I'm, you know, figuring out what's working the best and matching this and doing this, taking the best and moving around. I'm doing these type of things, and you know, that's what you're doing too. But some people, when they purchase, they want to go directly to the top, you know, and that's possible. It has happened. But knowing who to get what and what this person is looking for and how you want to move, the person looking for the best to this person, that might not even be what he likes at all. That's what this person likes. Getting each person what they like, still all in the same class, holds a certain type of value. You know, and I've seen comments that said that, you know, the dogs, I seen a while back somebody said, you know,
What up, T?
that the dogs aren't pocket. I don't know if you had seen that
I
comment.
didn't see it.
But if I say it's pocket, it's pocket. It's been measured. You know, we don't go to shows and get them measured, but they've been measured. And I know which dog is there and which dog is there. And if it's not there, one of the things that hold value is I promote it as not being there.
Right.
And if it is, it is. You know, and that's what it is. I know not everybody loves just the pocket dogs. You know, there's people who love standards. There's people who love classics. But our network and our community is more towards the pockets.
Right.
But it's still a mix because we came from breeding classic dogs. We bred standard dogs. In the midst of that, I had pockets to where I was going in a pocket direction, you know. But the dogs, majority of the dogs that are here and all around are pocket, you know. And that's what I like. I don't want a super extreme dog. I want exactly what I have and what I had, like with Lil Mac, Stacks. He's a very massive dog, still a little athletic, still have that look, still can take him for walks,
Yep.
still can do a lot of stuff, you know, and that's what I like, you know, because I don't really want, I'm not the guy that's gonna be on the table hooping and hollering and, you know, doing a lot of the extra stuff, or even, you know, in them type of settings. That's really not what we do. So we have our own community that we focus on and deal with. And like I said before in some previous videos or lives, I was like, I'm not too big on trying to new followers, come on, new followers, come on, and forgetting that the 100,000 that's already there is here for a reason.
Nope, no XLs,
You know?
guys.
So, no excess. I've never bred. I'm not no real big old dude, and that's kind of like how I always base it. I ain't no real big old dude.
Right.
It's cool. I can still rock with the XL, but I kind of want something like myself, you know. And
Lil King, is that our little nephew?
who that, man?
Lil King JP14 Annie and all.
Who, Jackson?
Jackson.
Yeah, probably Jackson.
That you Jackson.
Yeah. Now I'm gonna check her again. What was I saying?
You're not a real big dude who want a big dog.
I know.
I'm a mother. I can multitask. Thank
All
you
right.
very much.
So yeah, I ain't no real big dude.
I can
so
hold 3
I
conversations
like a
at
nice.
one time.
Yeah, you're right. I like a nice little, pocket dog. But still, like at the border, y'all, I want it like 16 inches. 15 and 16 to me is perfect. Because I know how small a true 15-inch dog is. You got so many people with 17-inch dogs saying
Right.
the dog is 15. And when
Right.
you see a real 15-inch dog, you like, dang. I done had so many people see Lil Mac and say, I guess my dog's not really 15.
Right.
It might be, remember, it might be
Uh-huh.
like 17-ish.
Right.
You like, yeah,
No
17.
micros.
17-ish, that's from 15 to 17 is really a big difference. And until you actually get your dog and put it under there, under the wicket or whatever you use, you could be like, dang, it's a whole different class. And then you got a lot of people with classics saying that it's standards. A standard dog is a big dog.
Yeah.
You know how big a standard is?
Mhm.
Like when you look at Grand Champion Rocco is a big dog. I got to see him. We seen him in Biloxi. Remember
Yeah.
that time?
Mhm.
And I was like, dang, he's big. I didn't expect him to be that big, but I was still under a different, different perspective of seeing things. Cause I came from nothing. You guys know how I started. Like I started 100% from the bottom and built in something just all at once. You guys really just been on a journey with me. That's all it's really been.
Yeah.
It's a journey. We've never had nothing projected. Nothing was ever scripted. I was just going with my little motions and plans on what I can afford and how I can work it with my schedule and with my family. That's it. There was no business plan. There was no nothing. And a lot of people who truly know me, I'm kind of like a renegade to a certain extent. Now I'm finding a little, what would it be? Make up that word before I do.
I would say a little more structure.
Yeah, that's the word.
A little more structure.
Yeah, I'm finding structure now, that I've really built like
Thank
in
you,
the
GS
system.
Prospecting.
What's happening?
No, he said you thought you guys are doing great work indeed, fam.
Yeah, thank you, man. I appreciate it, bro. For real, I really do. And I love it. And it's great to be able to hold a type of value that you guys can invest in, And this is the cool part. See, you see the dogs. The videos show the dogs. The lives show the dogs. It doesn't have to be any special angles or none of that funny stuff. It's just the dogs running around, playing and doing this. So you already know what you're getting.
Mm-hmm.
But the value that we offer as business, as a business as a whole, is what you get. And I can say that this is real. Even when we're mad,
Yeah.
the business has to stay the same. Because we ain't perfect.
Right.
We go through our little things. We go through our times where we don't want to talk or whatever. We do our little stuff. We try to get better and better each time. And now, later on in the years, it's like, I just gave up, but
I want him to be in this doghouse that we in right now. But even this might be too much, too fancy for him at that point in time. You know what I mean? When you're mad.
But even when you're mad, the business has to say the same.
I remember that.
Yep.
I remember we had got into an argument.
Yeah.
And but we had people ringing the phone off the hook. I didn't want to be bothered with nothing and nobody. And he was on his side of the house. I was on my side of the house. And when I say that, I don't mean, literally. I'm just meaning we was both just doing our own little thing.
Yeah, we were walking past each other like this.
Yeah, we just walking past each other. We had those moments. We human.
Sometimes you be on the phone, you be laughing a little extra.
Yeah, just to try to rub each other the wrong way. Like I'm
good.
Have a good time
I'm good. You might be mad. I ain't mad. I'm good. No, what you just said, T? What?
Yeah, T. You better watch that, T. But yeah, I remember we was going through all that and I remember the phone ringing off the hook, and I deal with a lot of more of the business transaction side of it. But I remember it was like, babe, look, I know we upset with one another. I know we having our own little issues, but at the end of the day, this is our business, and business must still go on. This is like show business. It doesn't matter. Business still has to be tended to, and that stuck with me. And it doesn't matter. No matter we having a good day, a bad day. It does not matter. At the end of the day, business must still go on. Our customers, our clients, our Royal Kennels family still has to be catered to, and we make sure we keep it number one. We try our best to, no matter what the circumstance.
Definitely.
Yeah. Sometimes we get a little backed up because we get overwhelmed with calls and things of that nature, and we try our best to reach everybody. And we're not naive to the fact that we can't catch everybody, but we do try our hardest to. But at the end of the day, what I was trying to say was that we do try to make sure that we keep the business, Royal Kennels business, a priority, no matter if we're upset with one another or something's going on. We try to make sure we keep all of our T's crossed and our I's dotted.
Yeah, it's true. And even the content. Although I've slowed up in the last 90 days, I guess, or maybe even more than that. I've slowed up. We've still been consistently making content for the last 10 years. It might be, I don't think the longest I've ever been was 2 weeks until maybe recently.
Yeah.
Going no longer than 2 weeks without making a video in 10 years is a different type of consistency. And it's a different type of value.
Yeah.
It's right back to the value thing, because all these core components is what make us who we are today. And when I tell people that I'm, Brian with Royal Kennels, I say that proudly. I say it proudly. And I say it proudly, not even worrying about no other dog in the world. I'm 100% focused on our own dogs, because you have a special type of connection. A lot of these kennels that you see, and they are like fly-by-night kennels. One minute you're going to deal with the pockets, then the next minute somebody tells you something else and you're going to have a micro, and then you realize you didn't even know what a micro is. It was really an exotic you was looking for, and you jump over to an exotic. You would never ever establish any type of value, because I'm like, all right, hold up, which one is we gonna rock with? Is we gonna rock with the pockets, or is we gonna rock with this?
Yeah.
And then you like, all right, yeah, I like the micros, and then you're like, oh dang, he just said he don't like the micros. That's really not his route, that he's going to the exotics. So then you go to the exotics, and you done been on a whole roller coaster following something that doesn't even really know what it wants to do. So when you see somebody consistent in business and consistent in the same thing and just trying their best to better it.
Look. Stacks. What are you doing, boy?
Y'all, the whole kennel's out. Except for Stacks and Tina. Tina, get up, girl. Get up for the camera.
Come on, Tina.
And look at Stacks. So right after this live, I'll be breeding them. You know, that's for Walker Kennels. Dalton with Walker Kennels, he wanted to invest in old Staxy boy, so he can't drop off Tina. Tina's been here.
Oh, now you want to talk to y'all.
Tina's been here since Wednesday, and we've been breeding her every day. I'm on the same that I push is the same thing that I'm using. Day 10, 11, and 12. We'll skip tomorrow, and then we'll assess her on day 14 just to see if she's still in that breeding window. If she's not, we done. And if she's not, then we caught her at a 3 great days, and I guarantee you it's gonna be a big litter. And I'm gonna come back to the live and I'm gonna show you guys the same thing, but you can see on that video, the breeding for success, there's so many like special comments, you know, telling people like it works, y'all. 12 puppies, 11 puppies, 10 puppies, all big litters, you know. So that holds value.
Yeah.
It's a different type of value. It's a different type of relationship. It really is, man. It really is. And I'm trying to build a solid community and utilizing everybody. That's the new plan, y'all. I want to utilize everybody. If we get bigger than this, then we got to take bigger steps too. We got to go to the next level. And at that point, I'm gonna tell you, I used a certain analogy to my wife. I said, babe, if we do this and we take it this level, what would the whole thing do?
What?
I said, what would the whole situation do? It'll bloom like what?
Yeah. Oh.
Like what?
I don't remember.
I said like a butterfly. I said,
I know you always say it'll bloom.
you know, and just involve everybody if you want to. I mean, not everybody wants to.
And I don't know if there's anybody who's actually invested in our program thus far that's on the live at this very moment. But if you are, and you're in the comments, you can kind of shed a little light on, you know, as far as our, you know, we're not naive to the fact that are some things that as we grow, there are things that we could get better on, and you know, that is the things we're gonna always stay focused on.
Yeah.
But I think as a general whole, you know, to be doing it this long, all these years, and to maybe have maybe 2 disgruntled customers, or you know, over this whole span,
that's
and
pretty
still
crazy.
be pretty much attached or connected in some way, form, or fashion,
And
if the client chooses to stay connected.
That's what I was about to say. And though even those 2 can never say that we didn't offer to at least make it right some type of way. And that's something that I say, well, not everybody can be happy.
Right.
People, just because you on the top, people are trying to use you for a certain
level up,
a certain thing. And they care less about you or the dogs.
Right.
It's about fame.
It's about an advantage for them, you know. And so you try not to focus on those 2 or 3 bad apples, because that's gonna come. That's all part of the territory.
Especially when it's hundreds of others.
Yeah. But what we try to do is we try to keep our blinders on and stay focused on what we would like. This is how we always say, we try to be what we wished people would have been to us in the dog movement. I don't like to say the dog game, because this ain't a game. You know, I like to say in the dog movement, we try our best to be those leaders, so to speak, that we would have wished that those other leaders in the dog movement or the dog game, like they called themselves, would have been when we went to them. You know, trying to find help and trying to find prices on your dog. But because we wouldn't, you know, it was small stuff, but the small stuff is what leads to the bigger. So we try to stay focused and we're not in no high and mighty. We just down home country folks that love what we're doing over here. You know, got our family thing going. And, you know, love our dogs, love what we have over here. We're not competing with the next man. But what I was trying to get to was that whenever you invest in Royal Kennels, you don't just invest in us and never hear from us. You know, you don't invest in Royal Kennels and then you can't text us and say, hey, my puppy, I'm experiencing this with my puppy. What do you think I should do? Oh, hey, I'm trying to register my dog. I don't know how to register. Can you help me register it? You know? Y'all won't believe the amount of calls and
Yeah.
texts we get from people saying, "Hey, I brought a dog from such and such,
Oh, yeah.
but I can't get back in touch with them to ask them how do I register my dog." Like, you gotta be freaking kidding me.
Yeah.
What?
No, for real.
Or they'll
And
say
what-
they didn't tell me this is what I'm supposed to expect with having a dog. Or they won't
Yeah.
even tell me what the dog's bloodline is. Well, first of all, why did you buy it from them
Yeah.
if you can't establish that type of relationship? So all that stuff, you know, when you're trying to invest in someone, and I'm not just saying us, because you choose to invest wherever you want to invest.
Yeah.
But when you're investing, make sure you're investing in someone that whenever you have a problem with your puppy that you purchased from said kennel, that you're able to reach back out to them when you feel like you have a problem, or you just have a simple question
Or,
like, what are
yeah,
you feeding
or-
your dog?
yeah.
You know, we
Yep.
get so many calls like, yeah, I brought my dog from this breeder, but they won't tell me what they feeding the dog, or I can't get back in touch with them to ask them what to feed the dog. You know, like, bruh,
That's wild.
like
is
it blows
wild.
our mind on a daily. Like, I can't, like,
Yeah.
literally, this is the stuff people are going through. But I said all that to say this: when you invest in Royal Kennels, when we
Yeah.
say you become part of the family, we walk by that. Like, that's law. You are part of the family. You are officially plugged in. I don't care if it's 2:00 in the morning. Like, Brian has had many calls at 2:00 in the morning, and you call and say, "Hey, B, the dog I purchased from you, the girl I purchased from you, she's in labor right now, bro, and I don't know what to do." This man is gonna be on the phone with you at 2:00 in the morning, giving you the steps, you know, to tell you, look, this is what you need to do. And we'll stay on the phone with you, and basically, like, it's his litter. He will baby it like his litter. But that's what you get when you invest in Royal Kennels. You invest into a family. You invest into us. You are now part of us because you have an extension of us. You know, it's like you purchasing, you know,
And-
like a kid.
And I'm gonna say this, you know, because a lot of people tend to, just human nature, people feel like that you got to almost cater to them.
Right.
You know, like, imagine how many of you they are. So you got to do your part too to try to stay involved.
Right, you do.
If you want to be involved, if you want the opportunity to have, you know, a litter 1 year and still do future business and,
Yeah.
you know, keep the value of your dog, then you got to do 100% what
your
you
part
got to
too.
do
You have to
to
do your
make
part.
this dog
Yeah.
everything and keep in contact with us
Right.
as well. Once we're in the loop, sometimes like
What up, Pete?
sometimes, oh my boy, man, you know,
Where my girl,
sometimes
Crystal? Where Crystal at?
things change and, you know, numbers change, you know, and we talking about 6 and 7 years. You know, there's people who bought dogs 9 years ago from us,
Yeah.
you know, that are still alive today. You know, so off Soleil's litter, off our first litter,
Yeah.
you know, look Boudin.
Yeah.
You know, there's dogs that's still there. So, you know, with the new people coming along and it all coming along, sometimes you do have to, hey, I bought this dog. Everybody that hits me up say, hey, look, I bought this dog from you. I already know who it is.
Yeah.
But it's like, oh, okay, hey, how you doing? Long time no hear from you, but how's this dog?
Yeah.
You know, how is it? It's great. I got a question. Anything, whatever you need, what's up? Then I'll do my best to help you move forward. And now we'll have that number, you know, and we'll be able to reach out and, you know, do whatever. Because look, it's a lot.
Yeah, it's a lot.
It's
And like
well,
you said,
it's probably well over 300, 400 people, you know, in 10 years.
So like you said,
know?
you have to. We can do our part to want to stay connected. That's why I said if they choose to
Yes.
stay connected, because
Yeah,
we can't
some
force
people don't
nobody.
wanna be, and
Some
that's
people they
fine.
buy from us and we don't ever
Yeah.
hear from them again. You know.
And I know people, multiple dogs.
Yeah.
You know, people buy multiple dogs, have their own thing going on, not looking for anything special, not looking for any clout, or
Yeah.
not looking to be the next kennel, just
Hey, Crystal.
want 2 good quality dogs, and bam, get them, and they could be way in Montana, somewheres, living their best life. And you might hear from them 4 or 5
Every
years
blue
later.
moon, yeah, but
Hey,
at least we know
look,
the dog
boom.
is good. Hey, Crystal,
Wow, that's amazing.
Crystal and Pete, we was just talking about our clients, you know, and our Royal Kennels
Yeah.
family.
Oh, yeah, you did
Y'all
say
can
that.
kind of shed a little light in the comments,
Yeah.
you know, about how, you know, our relationship with, like, Crystal and Pete. They have been in contact with us
Yeah.
from the day since before they purchased, you
Yeah.
know, and still to this day me and Crystal get on the phone and talk
I
like
know,
we
for
sisters
hours.
for hours, you know.
Yeah.
Like I don't mind running it with her, you know.
Yeah.
That's my girl, in my eye, that's my sister, that's my that's part of my family, you know.
Yeah.
They can kind of shed a little light on how
Yeah.
investing in Royal Kennels, like how we try. And we always say when we sell a litter, we always ask the customer, is there anything different that you feel we could have done
Yeah.
to make this transaction a little bit better? And sometimes some people may have a small suggestion, and some of them be like,
Yep.
no, there's nothing else y'all could have done, you know. And that's great, but we are always striving to get better. Like we said,
Yeah.
we're only as good as our last litter.
That's
You know,
true,
we're always trying to get better and better. And I know even as we grow more, our customer service is gonna get even better, you know.
Yeah.
Now, let's just kind of bring this down home for a second. We do have a new family member, guys. Y'all have been
Yeah.
seeing her on the live. I'm actually fixing
Hey,
to go check
no,
on
you know
her.
what? I'm gonna tell you this. Why nobody told me like diapers was $50? If I knew diapers were $50, I would have had her in a diaper for your
Really?
for that time. You
Really?
know?
You
Bruh.
stop acting like Stacks.
Man,
He just know he got
$50.
that little whiff and he couldn't control himself.
Bruh, I'd have had her with that diaper on. You know?
I know about that.
I know the breeding days. I know when to stay away. If she would have had that diaper on, bruh. But instead, you know, you know.
No, nobody made him do nothing, y'all. No. Like we said,
Dang,
this is our
bruh.
best production of the day. But I was saying this. He always taking it out into left field. I was saying, so as fast as we normally answer,
Yeah.
it might be a little delayed because my attention, or both of our attention, is kind of catered, you know, to the
Jack.
baby right now, you know, because she's small, she's a baby, and she requires a lot of attention.
She does, man.
And, you know, at this point, we are going to give it to her.
Yeah.
She's rotten.
She demands it.
Yep, she's rotten. So, and when she
and
just
when she
makes one
gets
sound
upset,
and
boy.
everybody goes running to her, which is how it should be.
real.
But I said all that to say that if I don't get to you right then, or we don't get to you right then, we will get back to you. Just give us some time. We will get back to you.
Yeah.
You know, but that is, I said all that to say this is one of the reasons why it's, you know, it's good to, why we say invest in Royal Kennels. We're not gonna lead you wrong. You know,
Yeah.
we're not a hype kennel.
Yeah.
We're not a
No.
kennel where
And, you
we
know,
here
we
today
not
and
the
going
best.
tomorrow. No, we're not the best.
we
We're not
not the best
proclaiming to be the
kennel.
best. But we striving every day to be better.
And I can honestly say that the dogs I have is the dogs that I personally like. Like I'm there because I choose to be there. And most of you guys on this journey is because you like the same thing, you know?
I don't get it.
She's cutting up?
Yeah.
How you know?
Breed
You just
text.
feel it? Oh, breed text. Yep. So, well, look, that's it, man. We're gonna shut it down tonight. That's
Oh, you gonna like close it out?
yeah. I'm gonna close it out.
Okay.
I still got to do the breeding for tonight, y'all. Putting in that work. So we handling our business, doing exactly what we saying to, you know, to you guys. We are offering value to a client that's already here.
Yep.
You know what I mean? So, man, share the lives, bro. Feel free to share it all. If you feel like it would be of value to someone else to see.
Pete, we come
You
and get
do
some,
the
some
interaction
barbecue,
thing.
Pete.
Man, I do
We
want some
coming,
of Pete
Pete.
barbecue.
We come and get some
I
barbecue.
really do want
promise
some
you.
of Pete barbecue.
Yo, that dude is look like he
Pete
could be on a
true,
show somewhere with this grilling he be doing.
I know, man. Yeah, he on a whole nother level. I be watching, I'm checking out this stuff and
Yeah,
trying to make
trying
out,
to
at least
mimic
make it
him.
look like it. You know what I mean? For real, make it look like it.
Make it
so,
look like it,
Yeah.
huh?
Yeah. So, well, thank y'all so much for joining in.
At the end, we always say if you're not following all of our social medias, feel free to follow us on Instagram.
Man, we even put a TikTok video up
Yep,
today.
we have TikTok now. If you're not
Yeah.
following us on TikTok, we have Instagram, Facebook, YouTube. Of course, you're here, so
Yep.
you got that notification. Also, if you are interested, we have a female available for Blockline Bullies K3 and Royal Kennels Sweet Pea. We have a female available. She's a fawn female. We showed her.
Yo, this is a Lil Mac.
Yep.
This Lil Mac's daughter. Matter of fact, one of Lil Mac's best daughters, bred to K3.
Yeah.
They crazy, y'all.
So
they really crazy. I ain't lying.
So we have that, and then we also have another breeding that we're waiting to confirm with Royal Kennels, Texas. With Royal Kennels Gypsy and Blockline's Controversy. So we have that in the works as well. We're waiting on confirmation for that. So if you guys are interested in anything that we have upcoming or what we have now, don't hesitate to reach out to us at 337-257-6990. Again, that's 337-257-6990, as well as any studding information as well. We do have a few studs that we have available.
We got Mac 10. Man, Mac 10, y'all, I always say Mac 10 is perfect.
He is.
Build wise, perfect. Man, Mac 10 is everything.
He is.
Stacks in his own.
Yep, he's everything.
Nice. He's everything.
He is.
Who else? Well,
Choco.
Everything else, Choco will be up and coming.
Yep. Choco.
Triple X will be up and coming.
Yep.
Machiavelli will be up and coming. So you guys know I like to use my own males and own dogs. So
we have a few things in the works. So don't hesitate, hit us up, whether it be on Business Line or through one of the social media platforms. But you guys stay tuned. We're gonna try to stay consistent with these lives. Hey, we might miss a night here and there, but we are gonna try our best in some way, form, or fashion to get some kind of update out there every day. We're gonna try our best just to make sure we're staying connected. So y'all stick along with us. We appreciate all the love and support thus far. We count ourselves blessed. We'll shout out to the Royal Kennels team, Royal Kennels Tennessee, Royal Kennels New Jersey, Tone and Brenda, or is it Brenda and Tone?
However you see
Royal
fit,
Kennels,
baby, is how it is.
Royal Kennels Tennessee, Corey and P. And then Royal Kennels Texas, T.
T and O
We
Bird.
appreciate y'all. And Joe, our brother out in Monroe. Appreciate you guys. So shout out to all of you guys holding it down. We wouldn't be where we are without you guys. So we appreciate y'all doing y'all part. I guess on that note, I think we've handled all the business. We should be coming through on another live tomorrow, I'm pretty sure. But we got to get back to business responsibilities. Baby girl getting fussy, so I got to go tend to her, y'all. So we hope you guys have a good night. We pray blessings over you guys, and we'll see y'all soon. Good night.